It's Alec Kinsky from the Season Ticket, joined by Alex Karamanos. We're excited to launch our first Commit Corner interview. We're privileged to have Jalen Warley talking to us, a 2021 Florida State commit. Jalen, thanks for joining us here, and excited to talk to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I mean, we're going to jump right into it. We just had the most peculiar, I guess, spring and summer of my life, and I'm 32 years old. I'm sure Alex would agree. What's the summer been like for you, and I guess how have you more or less adapted to the COVID era?
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's kind of just been a summer of adjustments, kind of just figuring out when we can get in where we fit in terms of gyms and lifting and weight training. So a lot of it has just been being able to adjust on the fly and just being able to pick up your stuff and go wherever it is available. So it's just it's definitely been, like you said, a very different summer than most.
Yeah, and most guys aren't having to ultimately pick their college decision during that too. I know Team Durant was a big part of your guess your upbringing as a basketball player. You're wearing Team Durant right now. I know they're crucial to you. Talk to us and let the world know a little bit about what the program means to you and how they helped you, prepare for the next level and make that decision.
Yeah, Durant was a really big part in my development since I've been there since 15U. All of my high school career, I've been going down to DC every single summer, playing with Team Durant, and I've met some of my best friends playing for them, and I've played some of my best and my worst games playing for them. So they really built a foundation from the bottom up that kind of I can just keep getting better every year and keep progressing. And they helped me a lot with my recruiting process. So they've been a really big part in every single aspect as a basketball player for me.
So, Jalen, like we said in the beginning of this interview, you're committed to Florida State and Coach Hamilton. If you could just describe the pitch that Coach Hamilton gave to you that maybe influenced your decision to go ahead and commit to Florida State.
Yeah, me and Coach Hamilton had a lot of really good talks about how I would fit into their system. And I personally just felt that I was going to a place where I can compete for a national championship. Um, compete for a national championship as well as get a lot of player development. Like he talked a lot about how his players have improved in terms of the skill development and weight training from year to year. And a lot of my high school career has been about development. So it kind of just allows me to be an extension of the high school level and go somewhere where I'm comfortable and know I can run the show.
Yeah, and I'm sure you've seen their, I guess, system at work. They've kind of been polluting the NBA with guys recently. I know that was part of their pitch to you. It had to have been with what type of player you are. Is that something that kind of opened your eyes? I guess seeing their more or less pipeline they've developed.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially with seeing what they've done with underrated kids and how they've projected them and got them to the next level and how much improvement they've gotten from year to year. So I'm really excited about the type of player I'm going to look like by the time I get down to Tallahassee.
Last question for me for right now. I got to ask the teammates that you're going to be surrounding yourself with. It's quite the class heading in with you. I know Bryce. I know some of those other guys are play with a chip on their shoulder as well. It's a really good class. I think you're rated number one as well. So, I guess this kind of is kind of a dual question here because it's what would have happened if you played in the UIBL with Team Durant at 17U level. Do you feel like your game improves playing against or playing alongside, I guess, competition that's, if not as good, equal to what you bring to the table?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've always, since I've been a freshman, I've been at Westtown where we've been a national powerhouse since I was a freshman. So I've been at the bottom of the totem pole and I've been at the top. So I've seen the whole spectrum, and I've day in and day out have to compete against guys who are better than me, just as good than me, worse than me, or way better than me. So it's just, I mean, the competition from my own teammates is honestly, if it was anything different, it would be abnormal to me. So.
For sure. So, Jalen, Florida State, they're obviously in the ACC, one of the more prestigious conferences in college basketball. What are you looking forward to most playing in the ACC?
I'm looking forward to any given night, any team can win. Just being the unpredictability. I'm a really big competitor, so coming in and night out, having to claw and fight. Um, First off, builds a lot of team chemistry, and second off, as a person, gives you a lot of personal tests to dig deep and to fight through tough times. So I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
I got one more quick, just because you mentioned personal tests and kind of challenging yourself. I know that Stan Jones was big in recruiting you and getting you down there. How did he challenge you personally? Is there anything he specifically said that, kind of flipped a switch on for you?
He kind of just talked about what I have to do from now until about where I want to reach in terms of the NBA. So he's told me that he's helped develop college guys all the way to coaching in the NBA. So a lot of what he told me was just about specifically what they can do with point guards, and not just point guards, but guards who are bigger. So big guards and how they're so utilized in today's game. So he kind of just talked about how he can personally help develop me as a big guard.
That's great.
So Jalen, your style of play, you're a real downhill style of player. You make everyone else around you better. You can go get your own basket when needed, or when you can break down your defender. How do you think your style of play will translate into Florida State's system?
I think it's a match made in heaven. Honestly, I think especially with the size, that's something that I'm accustomed to at the high school level. Playing with two top 50 ranked centers on my current Westtown team, so that's definitely something that is gonna be an easy transition when I get down there, and I'm really excited. Like you guys talked about earlier, about how much talent's going to be around me. So I can't wait to be driving and dishing out to some really good players.
Do you and Frank kind of lean off each other in practice? I guess helping each other prepare for, I guess, the assets you're going to each have at the next level?
Yeah, not just practice. I mean that's my guy. We're always in the gym together. Our schedule lines up really well, so we're able to push each other in terms of weight training and being in the gym and constantly working. So yeah, Frank's a really big part about my development and how much better I've gotten year to year.
I got a question. What I guess what have you pinpointed what you'd want to focus on academically?
At the moment, I believe I want to become a business major. But I mean, there's time for that to change. But right now, that's what my heart's set on.
All right, Jalen, last question that I got for you today, man, is during this season, your senior season coming up at Westtown, what are some goals that you have before heading off to Florida State?
Um, I have some personal and I have some team goals. As a team, I definitely want to have an undefeated season, especially because I feel like we have enough talent to do so. So expecting anything different, we'd be underachieving. So I think we can go undefeated. If health regulates us to play a state tournament, I want to win a state championship. And I want to be one of the best teams to ever come out of this Westtown. And there's been a lot of really good teams, so I want to be the best. Personally, I want to just keep improving every single day in terms of my body. I want to keep getting stronger, faster, quicker. I want to keep staying in the gym every day, and I want to just improve every single stat and become more of a well-rounded player, being able to score, rebound, facilitate, and basically just become more of an all-around player.
It's awesome. I got a final question for you. Obviously, you're going to be Florida State fans are going to be more acquainted with you over the the next year up until you head into campus. If you were to, not even as a basketball player, if you were to describe Jalen Warley to the fan base and to your future college campus and your future peers on the campus, how would you describe yourself?
I'm a very focused person. I like to focus on what's important to me, but I'm also very conversational, and I'm a people's person. So I love talking with people of different diversities and different backgrounds. So I've just always been somebody who enjoys learning about others. So I mean, although I'm very focused on what my goals are, I enjoy meeting new people.
Yeah, man, hold on to that. Honestly, you're going to appreciate the people you meet at college who, don't know you're a basketball player and that, you form that relationship with beforehand. So
Yep.
definitely don't forget that for sure.
Yep.
Man, I appreciate the time. Good stuff. As always, I'm sure we'll catch up. We'll be covering you all high school season from the season ticket. So appreciate your time, Jalen.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you guys for having me.
Yep. Take care, man.